Bianca isn't feeling very well, so I'm out by myself today, which is fun. I've left her at the hotel. Kitty! Yes, so I've left Bianca at the hotel. I'm out around by myself. Just dropped the camera off at the camera repair store. Sounds like they're going to be able to fix it, which is exciting. Oh, what's this thing? This is pretty. Let's see what adventures I get up to by myself. We're in Bucharest. So this is fun in Romania, and it's the start of our Eastern Europe adventures.
So we got in last night, and then this morning you went and took the camera to go get fixed because it had a part broken. It hasn't been working since a couple of days before we left Santorini. And we've just been to
Do the laundry.
do all our laundry, like 2 weeks worth of laundry. So there's a lot. Oh, and because my lotions burst in my bag, so I pretty much had to wash everything.
Throw all your stuff out.
And throw most of my stuff out. So yay for that happening.
But yeah, Romania's been a little surprise, or
It's
Bucharest has
beautiful.
been a surprise so far.
Very
It's actually
quiet,
beautiful.
very
We're the only Australians in the whole city, I think, and there's no tourists here at all.
except for
and
grey nomads.
Bianca's the only Asian, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's quiet.
Not having to battle the crowds at tourist attractions.
But in saying that, I think it might get a bit lively at night time.
Especially
so,
on a Friday night.
yes, it might get a little bit crazy later.
But,
So
some of the buildings are beautiful.
we've just been walking around since we've done our laundry. Just
Let's check them out. Let's check it
go
out.
and have a look.
Take a look at this. When the camera's fixed.
We picked up the camera and it works. And it was
Yay.
a pretty cheap-ish fix. So
Highly recommend
that's exciting. And
Just IT.
Just IT in Bucharest.
If anyone needs Sony cameras fixed.
Sony authorized repairers, and he did a fantastic job. We found out that so Lach emailed them, and we hadn't said that we were 100% coming in to get it fixed here, but he went ahead and ordered the parts that he thinks or he thought we were going to need from Belgium.
Yeah.
And they had to get delivered to here, to Bucharest.
You got express overnight delivery for us.
Yeah, and then Lach showed up this morning, and he had all the parts that he needed, that he'd assumed he needed, and managed to fix it. He fixed it within a couple of hours. He emailed us like 2 hours after he got the camera and to say it was fixed, and it's working, and we're happy.
He's a legend.
Yeah, good job. And now we're standing out the front of this bad boy. What's it called again?
Romanian Athenaeum.
There you go. And the day is nearly done. The sun is starting to set, and we're just going to slowly start walking back to the hotel before dinner.
We just had the best chocolate thing ever.
Oh. That chocolate. I don't know why more people don't come or recommend to come to Romania. This place is amazing.
We've loved it.
Everyone's lovely. The food is fantastic. The toilet facilities in all areas are amazing. It's great.
People are really nice.
Yeah. It's
Highly
awesome.
recommend Romania to everyone.
It's not
It's almost my favourite place so far.
What?
Yeah, I said it. I went there.
There you go. It's not even touristy. Like, there's no one else
We're the
around.
only-
We're the only people
tourists.
taking photos.
To be honest, we look weird because there's no one else here. We're just sitting around being normal.
Yeah, everyone's like you know, just hanging out in the park.
There's old people smoking everywhere.
And then there's us standing in the middle of this park talking to the camera. Fun times. Hello, hello, hello! We have arrived in Budapest. So we got in this morning and we weren't able to check into our hotel yet, so we just mapped out our plan for today and we're now walking the streets.
First stop?
First stop is the House of Terrors. So we're quite morbid people, aren't we?
Yeah, we like death and things.
It's like history, so let's go see what that's about. So while we're walking, we just walked past a church and Lach thinks it smells like mothballs, but it's that incense stuff that they have. But anyway, since we're walking to the museum, I figured let's do a roundup of Bucharest. What were your thoughts?
I hold the thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
You love the good angles.
I do love the good angles. It was surprisingly the cleanest place we've been probably in the entire of Europe.
Eastern Europe has been cleaner than Western Europe so far.
Oh yeah, much cleaner. And I think don't feel unsafe. I think coming into it, we probably didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But so far,
so good.
So good.
But yeah, loved it. If anyone is planning to do Eastern Europe, make sure you put Romania.
Put Romania in it. Romania is so much
back.
fun. Everything was so cheap. Everyone was so nice. Taxis, you get a taxi from one side of town to the other for $3.
It was great.
And the food was really good and everyone was friendly. Probably not a hell of a lot of attractions, but there's bars and restaurants just everywhere.
You could busy yourself for a few days.
Yeah, no, lovely place.
It was good.
I'm just getting tired.
Alright. Bye.
Yeah, do it. Romania, do it.
We were just in Tesco getting our
Ciders.
and water before we go back to the hotel. And what an incident happened. So I was in the alcohol aisle. Lach was in the aisle over.
Getting water.
Getting
little boy.
water. And he was even bent down choosing which water he wanted to get.
Didn't even hurt my back. I'd kneeled down so that my back didn't hurt.
And the guy in the alcohol aisle that I was in, so I was basically standing next to him, he's dropped like a full bottle of alcohol. Like, I think it was like whiskey or something, and obviously the whole thing's smashed, and somehow the glass has shot under the aisle and hit this one in the ankle and made him bleed.
That was fun.
So then I come back around the other side of the aisle and I'm like...
And I'm rolling around on the floor in pain, in absolute agony.
So much pain. He's like...
Shit.
Blood dripping from his ankle, from his leg, like
Actually dripping.
like ridiculous.
I'm basically, Bianca's almost passed out.
Yeah,
It was that
yeah.
much blood.
And I had to, so the Tesco guy then walked past trying to clean it up, and I was like tapping me on the shoulder. I was like, look at what happened. And
he didn't give a shit. We thought we could sue him and get millions.
I was like, we're gonna sue. And then he came out with a Band-Aid. Because in reality, this is what happened. So that was our drama of the day. Are you gonna put your Band-Aid on?
Yeah, get the sympathy vote.
But out of all the places, how did it hit you in the leg? You were in the next aisle.
I was so far away.
I was standing next to the guy and I was just like, oh.
I sort of half heard it smash, and then about 10 minutes later, because I was that far away, the glass has come across and hit me.
And on top of that, when after
A black cat just ran in front of us.
is that a sign?
I don't know.
You've already had the bad luck.
Literally a black cat just ran in front of us.
It's coming back. It's going.
It's run in front of us twice.
It's just going that way and then that way.
Is it gonna do a third time?
Yeah, probably.
Fuck, this is a really bad omen, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. But then on top of that, after he told the Tesco guy that it hit him and it was bleeding, the Tesco boy then went around to the guy who dropped the bottle
And made him apologise.
Brought him back around to Lachlan and made him apologise to him. And it was a debacle because Tesco was fucking manic just then. There was about 1,000 people in there, and then all this.
Apologise.
It was funny. Heading back to the hotel. Quick one though. So we went to that horror museum. Weren't allowed cameras, so that's why there is no footage of it. But what do you think? You enjoyed it?
I did enjoy it. It was a little bit sad. There was literally footage of people getting dead people, like bodies, decaying bodies, getting bulldozed into a ditch.
Yeah. So obviously everything that happened in Hungary, was horrible. And so they had the footage of the bodies getting bulldozed into pits. It's interesting though. I love learning about all this stuff.
It was fun. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
But that has been the end of day one in Budapest. It's been great. We're loving Eastern Europe so far.
It's my favourite place.
Yeah. Much better than Western Europe. Alright, well that's the end of day one.
Bye-bye.
So, day two in Budapest, and we have come up to the Szechwan Baths. I don't
Get
actually...
some chicken.
To get some chicken. I don't think that's actually what it's called. It's like Szechwan Baths. It's like the second biggest in Europe or something. So like 18 pools or something. How many times do I want to say something? Something. But first stop, we're here in Hero Square to have a little look.
The taxi driver said that we may not be able to make it here because Vladimir Putin, my idol, is actually visiting the city today.
Vladimir Putin is in Budapest
So
today.
if I don't see Vlad,
So we're
I'll be
hoping he
so
might be
upset.
taking a dip in the baths today because he does love a little bit of shirtless action. So keep watching, we might see Vlad.
Big Vlad. give you a bucket of ice just outside the door, so that when you get too hot, you just put ice on yourself. The door handle, I burnt my hand trying to get out. Yes, the door handle is that fucking hot. You have to use a towel to open the door. Of Buddy. What did you think of it?
I loved it. It was interesting. What did we do? Big explore. We went to the Szechuan chicken bathhouse.
We went to the Szechuan.
Szechuan, don't really know how to say it. Szezyenny. And
that was an experience. Wow.
We're just not used to...
So to explain it to everyone that hasn't no idea what it is, it's this massive thing. It probably has 16 pools.
It was 18 pools.
18 pools.
10...
3 outside, 15 inside, 10 saunas. They're all... So the inside ones are like thermal pools, which is...
Like, they're all like 38 degrees or something you get in.
But the water's never been changed. They
I
don't
know,
put
it said on the
chemicals
website, I was reading it today, it said on the website that the waters are changed constantly. But it obviously was at the end of the cycle for when we must have gone, because it was...
It was green. The water was green and gross and yuck.
Some of the pools we just walked past and we were like, no, there's no way, you can't pay me to get into that pool.
And you get in there, right? And there's probably... It's a pool maybe like 10 metres by 4 metres or something. And there's 50 people in there lining the walls, and you're trying to squeeze in to find a tiny little gap in the walls. It was gross.
Because it's not a pool like you'd see kids jumping in and out, splashing around and stuff. It's literally a bath. So you sit along the edges and you just sit and talk, and or some people just do nothing, and so it's meant to be like a relaxing experience. But then you're sitting there, and pretty much all the pools that we went in, you see like little floaties going past you, and like walking around. I probably saw at least 5 band-aids on the ground. So they weren't in the pool.
I saw 6 pieces of poo.
Did you really? In the pool?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You're such a liar.
Poo-el.
So 18 pooels, but...
Bianca's been having to go up his ex. My puns are on absolute fire, and she's been saying, you're disgusting. She's got her head in her hands like this the whole day, because my puns are just rippers.
Puns are coming out non-stop. It is...
Just like the poos in the pool.
Anyway, yeah, we're just not used to it, and the cleanliness. So there was one pool that we really enjoyed, and it was right in the middle outside. One side was laps and the other side you could do whatever you want, but you had to wear a swimming cap. When we first walked in, so you walk in and it says no food or drinks near the pools, no, you have to wear a swimming cap in all the pools. What other things were there? All these things, like all these rules and stuff, but you get out there and no one's obeying by them. But they've got this one pool in the middle that you have to wear a swimming cap. Like they've got people standing there, and if you go to get in without your swimming cap, you get told to get back out. So anyway, we read all the rules before we went in, so we ended up buying the swimming caps anyway, thinking that we were going to have to wear them the whole day. Didn't end up having to wear it, but when we went past this pool, we were like, it is so clean and sparkling. And we realised it's because the whole swimming cap situation. Yeah, it was amazing. So it was so clean. We were in there for ages. You could put your head under the water. It was delicious.
Then we went and did a big walk, and we decided to walk around the whole outside of the river, the Danube River, and we walked up to Buda Castle, and that was fun. We got a nice view of the city, and we had a nice little romantic watch of the sunset up there. And then we continued walking, and all out it was, a 6-hour walk, which was fun. Walking, and it was nighttime at the stage, and then we walked down to Margaret's Park, and Margaret's Park were these beautiful coloured fountains that had lights shining on the water, and it went in time with the music. Then we watched that for a little bit, and then we saw the end of that, and then we walked home.
And that's the end of Budapest. So it was good.
Had some good food.
And you saw a friend, or a friend saw you.
Oh yeah, my first fan. I had a fan spot me in the crowd, and said, "Oh, you're the wave guy." And I said, "Yeah, nice.
No,
Do you want a photo?" And he didn't want a photo, but that's okay.
There was a guy he went to school with in Swan Hill that recognised him and messaged him later on, and pretty much was like, "Were you at the thermal baths today?" So
I saw your hot body there.
My hot body.
My hot body, not yours. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's it.
All right, it was fun.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye. Bye Budapest.
Bye Buddha.
Bye Buddha.
You're the best.
You're the best, Budapest.